Welcome to my channel Junior Spirit. People popping in as to my last video. I sensed someone who was viewing this channel to see if she is if she's losing it or something. Try to connect an energy. In general, discernment to do with other people interested in what I post as well. When you are in some tricky situations, because I'm aware I scared people with the work that I've been doing, so I needed to sit myself down basically before continuing. Because people like to see if you are in a sticky situation or you feel like you are, you need to review it with a different energy. So the energies of late, where people might sense as if people are coming for you, has more to do with the fear analogy, or they said use yourself as an example. 3 or 4 videos ago was the Genesis, and that one with the warrior type thumbnail. I sensed old energies popping up, and then in between I sensed, are we reconnecting or are we not? That confusion. Are we collaborating or aren't we? Those types of energies. My example, based on the videos I did with my mom as an example. My mom didn't understand her energy, so she can learn from me basically, yeah? Because she didn't understand her energy, she was in a victim mentality. I had another energy with a similar mentality. People come to you for helping you when they sense you are the strongest or the most stable in that moment, because they feel they need to. It's a normal thing. It resonates as their energy in my story. where I, down the line, growing up, growing into this, I had the sensations of being a victim. But yet still I was, because I knew I was guided, I was stronger than people around me. In those moments, it is to see or to show you your power, hence empowering. Yeah. In those moments, it will, if you are critical about self, and what am I doing during the steps? What are my weaker points? So I know, because I sit myself down, or spirit sometimes is like, yeah, we guide you, yes, we protect you. If you want to lead by example, you show that you have been through certain situations to obtain that knowledge. It was also a retrograde energy. That's why people come back. Also, yeah, and they are your lessons. Depending on how hard you kick against those people is the amount of fear you still have. The amount of resentment you might still hold. Not to excuse the person's reviewing, like, on a mental psychology kinda, and trying to place, or the wannabes, because in corporations you have those wannabes that have to evaluate you, have the basics of, and also the outdated knowledge of psychology, and be like, hi. It is also that you are doing this, yeah, either your projection on people like me, your fear of not doing something right, and or of the ones you attracted, meaning your bosses. So do I need to be in fear? Am I in spiritual warfare? No, during retrograde, and we have the in-between. We are in the in-between, basically, people, light workers. It is if I said on this channel before, in one of my earlier videos, that we are the creators and we are creating and or adding to the confusion. And we are the masters of our own creation. I had examples on my community board where I used a kid's drawing versus a tantrum of a devil, for instance. Yeah. if I carry that knowledge and I already alchemized and worked with the energy, I know the energy. And are you ever done learning? No, these are my moments of growth. So you have one topic and then you have an elevation. So what we have been, and that's why Spirit was mad about some of the mad at some of the readers. Being a catalyst still. Or are at a point, basically you have, like I said before, yeah, you got plateaus. That's your buffer, your safe haven, yeah, where you can stand for a sec and look around you. So if we, in our minds, created, and I'm talking about ancestors because we are in the here and now of creation, where there were glitches and it is not supposed to reoccur in that nature. So we are now, basically the storm was the recognition of, yes, there have been mistakes and misguided information going around. That's correct, but what is it now for you? That's why the Spirit was mad. Like, everybody's drawing their cards. They are like, yeah, if we say it this way or that way, or you are, guides are saying you are not in your fullest potential. So be aware of what you create. Because they have to do the cleanup with you. And if you fear them, because your channel, like mine is, yeah, is one big freaking manifestation. So Spirit said, let them look back at their own content. So there was a reader, yeah, who I am in contact with off and on, yeah, in the realms, because there was, I call this 5D, but it had to do with how others would like to view it or review it, but there's a thing to it, because like I said, my channel is a manifestation, one used with discernment and a vision of growth and doing what I'm doing now, yeah, teaching. Was that it? Or are we reforming? Oh yeah. Okay, so I am the manifestation. Basically, I did it with awareness. Within that awareness, you become aware of doubt. You become aware of fear energy, etc. I took the time to playfully look up additional information. So if I'm all energy and I manifested my channel, manifested all I wanted to be already, I'm aware that I'm on way higher or unknown spirit doesn't want to discriminate, be too harsh on the ones that are on here with genuine intent. Because some of the subscribers had to take a sec, like, is he talking about us? Yeah. No, if you are feeling it and you worked on it and stayed loyal, thank you. Yeah, for one. Second, it was not. You can pick up but needs to be used basically for your growth and your development. So in between I didn't have the awareness or the level of energy, or I didn't see it, I didn't connect with it. Therefore you get the doubt energy, or looking for help and assistance, or yeah, you know what I mean. It will click however it clicks for you and your purpose. So manifesting this channel. Then there were some that were like, oh, we don't want, or there is a overbearing mother energy or something. And I take that as in, how can that be still a factor in my own being? Not that it hurts or not that it, but it's just, how does that still relate to me, and do I recognize that energy in order to manage myself better? But me being a mirror, you being a past version of me, or on a similar level, you have I balanced the discernment and I balanced the ego, as in I recognize that there are other unique beings as well, yeah? And if not now, when this channel grows, I still like to leave the door open to have that. Why do I hear sudden return? Significant to somebody out there, someone. I hear dual, then I hear a dual message where I like to stay on track, and then the words morph into, or try to morph into, one. And there are still things we are battling, or and of ourselves, elements we are bumping heads with within ourselves. Meaning there are conflicting mental residues. Let's call it that. I see people like, she's going mad. Is that still asking if that's still a factor? Because like I said, I don't want to feed in that energy. In between taking a moment, I saw somebody with a sigil kind of tattoo. Slitting their wrist. I didn't want to talk about it. It has to do with when and if new energies pop in, there needs to be a discernment of self. In people's own growth, how far they want to grow, because what I sensed or what I saw was not pleasant. That's why I keep my channel 18 plus and over as well. It is that fear of feeling somebody else. But in turn, if you ever had or experienced a burnout, you go into hermit mode because you had a overload on information where you didn't know what it was, where it came from, etc. And then all the fear that was manifested before shows up all at once. But then you also attract past situations. First, the burnout will make you dream during the day as a symbol you can't escape what is meant for you to work out. That's that whole phase. That's why it takes years to overcome a burnout, because the body's memory is regurgitating all what was built up. So when the mind basically is done, then the body will follow, because there was space created. Because the body says, I would like that light as well. I would like that space, that as well. So therefore, So it's not to hurt you, it's not to hate on you, or that you are not supposed to be here, or that you are cursed in any way, shape or form. It is all misunderstood energy from within, based on what we absorbed. There's one person, oh, you have an angle. No, sit your ass back down. Balance. And when you have created space, then you also see what the damage that has been done, what that basically entails, and that you would like to respect your body and your whole being some more. Then you create space and light, and your guides can come in and show you, help you show what's what. And they are not going to regurgitate that knowledge to you, no. You show them that you are moving forward and you are working on it, and based on your input you get their input, because they are mirrors. The basic guides are, and I don't underestimate them or don't devalue them. They deserve the utmost respect for their freaking patience with you. Yeah. So it's a give and take there. Therefore, people in prison, they had their, as a 3D example, they had their tower moment. Therefore, they have that shift, like, I believe in God now. Profoundly believe in. Yeah? But having a burnout 3D in society can also be viewed as, okay, now I have the space to stand up for self. My body said no, I'm done, They need their translation, I call it, therefore I call it a burnout, for instance. And when people can go, oh, disclaimer, blah, blah, blah. No, if shrinks are going to evaluate this, or are in their spare time and are here, maybe that's why, yeah, because for them it's also sometimes easy or not so easy to discern or disassociate from work, because they are used to work with their brain in that way, so that's the pattern. They can review this content and be like, maybe there's some truth to it, and maybe I can apply it to some of my patients. But don't forget to like, subscribe, push the notification bell. Yeah. And that's for other readers as well. If we have the power and strength, and light workers, if we have the power and strength to do this, why would we be fearing the evaluation? Again, me being a mirror. How did you evaluate yourself during the years? What are the mental, unsolved parts of you that in the now moment it feels like spiritual warfare and everybody is coming for you? In between, I had people. No, let me go like what I did, my manifestation, and being this channel. I'm guided all the way. Like I said in previous videos, I explained who or what or why. Yeah, I'm guided and protected all the way. So being a whistleblower, there were already the good people in the organization, yeah, seeing that something was not going correctly. Hence, how can there be so many people in need all of a sudden, while and when we are the ones that are supposed to provide help? So that's why I stepped away to the sun for a second, because I saw that deeper wound where in my mother's situation it felt like it was a domino effect of other situations where I felt like me being a mother was affected basically, or yeah, ripped open, and analogy applied. I still channel in between, yeah. But being the critic and not wanting to be scared, I all in between, before I was like, no, it's not going to affect me again. Yeah, I worked on layers in between, but then you, with the root, you go on that level. I thought that all the with all the planetary shifts, they pull up topics. Me working in the dimensions, you can assume or think that then it's done, but then you still are disrespecting your vessel. But like everybody says, you have to do the work to have that that light bulb moment, and then in what it is for you. So felt my root was being attacked, my womb, where I also already worked on ancestral interfering hurdles. Yeah, so for me it's not always concrete or materialized, as in where do I need to seek it. That's why I took more time in between my videos before. So I was already guided doing and manifesting the whistleblower. Yeah? Me asking for protection meant, and I knew to show others that I was still of sound mind, because I know how a human works, get additional info to and their source to discern from me to show that I picked up on it and I was not going mad. I'm crazy. I'm a crazy Dutch person, and I like my crazy Dutch moments. Yeah. In fact, sometimes I'm even proud of it. So I did that, but because I was micromanaging, I asked for help, and people with their greed, yeah, were like, "Oh, that's actually smart," and "Oh, she gets away with it," and were copying. And then you have the ripple effect, and then you have, because everybody becomes their karma, their, when you talk about the high ups, this is how karma is created. Yeah. I was then at first a Trojan horse, because when I was doing, they were trying to evaluate me if I was at sound mind, to see if they could nitpick or be a vulture of any kind. And I was like, hell no. So I asked for help. My spirit guide stepped on everybody else, and they saw how interesting it was, and they were like, yay! We got a niche to create our own content, and hence you had the other media. You got duped if you're still up watching. Yeah? For the people scaring me, now you can laugh. Rich vibration. I did. Huh? Then I can still be mad, basically, or jealous, or whatever, because but I manifested it based on that knowledge that there were still some elements that I needed to heal. But the energy, somebody picking up on my energy, be like, this is going to be fun. Yes, it is. Like, share, subscribe, mention me in your videos. Oh my God, spirit. Yeah. So knowing my flaws, and that I needed a buffer to work on it, then they became the distraction, because then it was a freaking whole army in their eyes coming at them. Yeah. And I still had a win because I was safe because of that, and I could still provide. Then I could fill in the gaps, so where they lacked the knowledge of law, for instance, yeah, and me wanting to keep them safe as a thanks, as a give and take to universe, I would find additional info so they can, based on news where they could balance out truth. I sent laws. And that was trusting the guidance that my guide said, post under this link or in the comments or do this and that. So therefore I didn't need my channel. Sneaky knife. No, you were asleep. Yeah? So it was in a loving way, like, I see you are there to help me, to catch some blows, basically, for me. Therefore, here to keep you safe. But then I also, being their mirror, I also manifested da 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 for the good deeds in between. But like I said, that shadow element might have had some residue. It's still like, can I trust my guides? Can I trust them? Can I, like who I was helping, to give something in return in the give and take, that I not again would be burned out by doing all the work for everybody else. And get nothing in return. That's an ancient fear. Yeah, so that gave me some space to breathe. If I saw they were being attacked or somehow by their content going down because they had a punishment, I would share their content. Then I would go on my platform, doing what I do, filling those gaps to support that, to keep them safe. And then I became the object of, and that's what I said on my Twitter channel as well. They try to, like in your mirrored version, they try to deflect who's to blame. I mirrored that as in who has the spiritual wall, who's the leader. So you were always, as Lightwork, you are always protected. You are always somehow in, and everybody down the line. You are already, even though you might not feel it, see it, you are protected. You are in safe chambers. You are in a cocoon, as you, no matter what topic you are on, to work it out. So me being whistleblower, I needed to be in the organization, the institutes, etc. Hence my life. Let's say I was a spy. I was the. Normally you could be getting money to be the mystery shopper. Yeah, I took all there is and transmuted into, okay, let me give it lighter energy and review what's going on. And then meanwhile look up online laws. Yeah, so take all elements, all that is provided, and mix it into seeing truth, tools to support my case. And there then I saw what they would try to spoon feed me versus what was on the documents, and then I could see how what their position was, in a positive, in neutral way, to discern if they were right for the job when it came to me. So for the readers that view me, thank you. I've seen growth and I see people implementing, yeah, what energies the energies that are channeled. Yeah. Yeah. So the in between are basically shown. You manifest no matter what. You have those gurus, yeah, who thinks that it is fast and easy and it's easy to be done by everybody on the level that I have obtained. And then you insult yourself, because energies need to come from somewhere. And then now they are giving me, in between they give me truths, as in how they view it. And there's truth to that, but there's more to the story. And that is what your lesson is, basically. So, burnout story versus whistleblower. I always had an inkling something was up. Something wasn't completely correct. So to have the strength in that burnout, basically, to do anything empowering, that was the sole reason why I started at first looking up laws and protocols and things behind the scenes that and it isn't really behind the scenes because they are like it's there, but because we are Scientology kinda staring you in the eye, being sweet and in our suit, so you believe that we know everything and you amount to, because you are still in a black mindset. Yeah. I saw that was what my dark night, my shadow side saw. So I was like, okay, you see that? Let me shed some light on it. See the movement in energy. So therefore, because people were still trying to be a vulture on that old energy, which you may have picked up on as a reader trying to help me with my to protect my energy so I can build my channel. Yeah, thank you for that. But that was also residue in a lighter way of previous situations. So the readers that viewed me that showed putting it into action, that is what I said. I see those beautiful things in you. That's why I started up my channel to support that. So there, burnout versus what, yeah, you still had those vultures trying to question your, if you are of sound mind. So to those ops I was like, what are you trying to do here? I already made it concrete that I am. I'm showing up every time with my knowledge, because I use my knowledge behind the scenes. You didn't know this video was coming, or maybe you sensed it, but you were hoping it was a kind of video. Sorry, but not sorry. There's another spirit. I don't know why. They've been showing up in the craziest ways possible, basically. No, there was already another one who said, can you mention doll? Like doll. Kinda. Then we can go confirmation. I made another video because you expected it to pop up earlier. But I needed to review the energy when it comes to collaboration, because people all shine a light on all the, yeah. And with the way I'm now, I needed to discern what I was manifesting, being. Did I now even before finished sentences, is it what I'm asking myself? Because I recognize energy and why moving, and it's good. Anyway, comment that in the description, or not in the description, but put it in the comments so I can take note of it and be better next time. I have to watch my words. Yeah. So anyway, in different situations I manifested, and I manifest in layers. But being in between as light workers, we need to fill in our own gaps. We sometimes need to distance ourselves, light versus shadow, to see who manifested what, so you can be neutral. That is an experience in itself. In between you, yeah, you merge again, fill in your own gaps, but that is then based on the new knowledge that holds more truth to it growing up. Yeah. So don't fear. It's okay to detach. It's okay to take a moment for yourself. With me and my mother, I needed to, and the other energy, to see if reconnecting. If you see me like this, yeah, and you see everything popping in and whatever, and the influences playing along, and I'm still working those out, it isn't for my highest good to reacquaint myself or to connect my energies back to my mother and the other one. Others questioning, yeah, aren't you then still in the place that you were supposed to be? With my guides, I will always be. I trust in the guidance. I trust in what's around me. But when it comes that we scan one another and that we are supposed to be critical of the energy of ourself, hence mirror, yeah, or your body of water versus my body of water, need where it is healthy to align and bridge, and where we might still need lessons. This is a phase where you still need to look at for you, because you want to be healthy and you want to be pure. The newer or the other version of you, we were attracted who wanted to do the same, needs to respond basically in a similar way. It also will cause some head body. I've been picking up, somebody wants confirmation. As in, we are sensitive. I recognize we are sensitive. Yeah. I had other energy showing up. Oh, X out of love. There's no pushing. Searching for a way, or try to calculate how to fit in. So that resonates with the other energies when you observe it, like with healthy discernment. The confirmation is that 3D or online. That's why I didn't want to talk a lot about myself, that people would or could in the future say that I know you and I know everything about you and you're this and that, and be all up in my face. I like my space. If people ask me politely, I'm more open, and if I sense the energy that they are respectful, like she has a life and she has a lot of input, but still have that small, I pick up on that. Those people I will engage with because but therefore I didn't want to post or be, all out online, because in a previous energy, there was a techno. Hold on one sec. Ghostly hours. It's between 3 or 4. I think over here again. The other energy that I encountered was technology, tech-based, and as in it's all there. Look it up. I was like, how is that personal? How is that warm, loving energy? And add demand to the situation. That is where I flew through that energy, and I was like, Then I tapped in another energy. I was like, in hindsight, like I said, when I am that sensitive, when you see me, and people pick up on the demand, basically, the willingness, and also curiosity. I don't want to discard the genuine energies, the softer energies. In hindsight, when I got myself out of that energy, it is a belief system about how and what a man should act like, be like, or father, even, or protector of the household. It was also out of balance. And it taught me that energy, when readers read on it and add to it their energy or their how they perceive it, doesn't need to be all that helpful. You could stir up the pot. Again, in hindsight, take your lessons out of it. Then I encountered an energy of somebody behind the scenes dictating, hence the dictating got projected, so it was a residue, yeah, that got pulled to, and then you got a whole energy bubble that is like, what the hell is, where is it coming from? And I was like, okay, I see the magnetism, I see how it, but I'm going to discern myself yet again, because I see that is not for my highest good. So, not sharing everything that I pick up on as safety reasons. Not fully engaging online has to do with that I also learned in the previous energy entanglements that my energy, but also my love that fills my being, and I saw it in a discerning way, so it popped up in the metaphor of the chalice. Yeah, that is so pure. So, are you even worthy of it? If I have to ask myself that question, and I review it and work with the energy, then I show that I'm willing to work on it. Therefore, I'm worthy. And because I saw it correctly, it became a oneness. Therefore, I created boundaries. Oh yeah, and in between you get the fans, etc. Because I still step out to balance the spiritual versus 3D and how it correlates. I picked up on other energies, but they were mad because I didn't pay them as much attention as they would have liked. And therefore, it is, for instance, an experience I had entering in with Turkish co-workers, because certain other feminines behaved a certain way because of my complexion, me being white. Yeah, I was that shaitan, I was that, yeah, and I stepped in like head calling in the a doe color in the headlights. Yeah, I was like, what the hell is this energy? So I was like, okay, you are in that energy, I'm here. But then filtering that out, staying true to self, yeah, then you have those and we had a lot of conversations because it became a multicultural working space. So as how they looked and viewed me, stepping in with assumptions based on their former patterns, they were just as racist, basically, as they tried to project on me. It's funny, the irony, yeah? But because it was me, and I was also that feminine, because in certain, you are just that feminine. I was just being me, working hard, just asking and connecting with the guys when I needed a little bit of help, like holding something for me because I only have 2 hands. Still in the 3D. The other. But anyway, so we developed a connection. We established what was what. Then other co-workers came in, and they were going and again being racist, but because I was established, they knew I wasn't that. I was like, hold on, hold your horses, what am I hearing here? Then they looked at me like, what? What are you talking about? And then I explained that they themselves were behaving racist. And the most harsh, unnecessary words popped up. Yeah, so it is a layered message, as in, if you feel something, yeah, and I do past life regeneration, as you say, yeah, I see a recent history, and sometimes I can connect to a history further down the line, and I also know, and sometimes I link them up to evaluate the difference. So basically that's past life regeneration if you still think it's separated. So I do it on the go. So if you have a wound and you connect to me, you are in either one of those energies or were, or picking up previous energies. That's up to you to discern, not for me to force, push, or that. Because although I had my previous energies, as in described, being unbalanced, putting up boundaries, I can also in between review if it's all that helpful. But I still saw the newer energy, or newer, I let go of time, so it's an expanded time, or it is a minor moment. Yeah, that's how it works. Time works for me. Then the confirmation was already on my community tab. Yeah, how was the knee? Oh, bless people. Bless you. And then something with the lighter energy and the supporting energy. What it would look like if all my hair was in smaller curls. Also ties into a trauma of mine. Where as a small child needing to do the communion, I wanted curls and my mom started with a waffle iron doing my hair, so it was like poodle. It was like frizzy, it was like, and yeah, I burned the proof, the horror. I do like to try sometimes put in some curls, but I'm also, like I said, living life, sometimes maneuvering through life, trying to hit right on that in between to get clarity of who's the inner self, who's doing what. Anywho, this was a nice light informative video. It was elaborate enough. Brought clarity, and if not, it is not. We are too engaged as a community to that you have space to let it click. Anywho, it will in due time. Wishing you all the best. For all who can, based on the story, by the way, that's Dutch and English. We don't need to do that. For everybody who have the this is spirit competition. As to how long who can make the longer video. If you have, based on if I should be in or stay in a situation based on you are always where you need to be kind of setting, no, then that's, I'm over that, want to move forward, therefore you can donate. I have the donation links down in this description box below. But they are still there. So I can get out of so I can elevate, grow accordingly. That's a nice manifestation. So it's optional. Like, subscribe, comment, mentions are welcome. We are thankful for that. Yeah. Really going to end it now. Namaste. Wishing you the best. Wherever you are, have a nice day, morning, evening. And see you in the next one. Bye.